Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and today I'm showing you around my 2010 Jaguar XJ. This is the X351 model. It's the model of XJ that was launched in 2010, and it was and is the last model of XJ ever to be released. The Jaguar XJ unfortunately has died. Jaguar has decided to go in a newer direction with its all-electric range, and it's killing off the XJ now, which is a car that has been their flagship model since the late 60s. So a very, very prominent model for Jaguar. These XJs have been the car that has ushered British Prime Ministers around for generations, and it's also one of my favourite luxury cruisers. This particular car is a 2010, which was the launch year for this model. There were a few revisions along the way, and you will see a slightly different nose on cars that are post 2016, but essentially it's the same vehicle. And the most popular engine by far in these is the one that I've got in here, certainly in the UK market. It's the 270 horsepower 3-litre twin turbo diesel, which you also find in a lot of Land Rover and Range Rover products. Now, this particular car has actually been my own vehicle over the past month or two. It's currently taxed and insured by me and is my daily driver. But I've had it off the road for the last week or two to do a few revisions on it. I've had all four wheels refurbished, and I've also had this car ceramic coated and fully valeted. With a little bit of paint correction as well. We had it put into a body shop for its ceramic coating. Something that I would definitely recommend doing if you've got an older prestige car that you want to keep immaculate. Because when you ceramic coat it, you're locking in the colour and everything that you have got. So if there's a little bit of paint tarnishing and stuff like that, a body shop will get that perfect and then ceramic coat over the top. So you've got this deep shine, this factory finish. And when it rains, the water literally just beads off this car. It has been raining today. I haven't even dried it or anything. The water's just run off it. It's a fantastic finish on the car. And I've had it before on many cars myself, ceramic coating. I've had it on my SL, and I've really become a fan of it. Anyway, back to this particular car. I bought this car with an intention. My sister-in-law is getting married this week, and this is going to be her wedding car. Just to make things a bit easier and a bit more logistically possible, we've decided that I will drive her to the venue where she's getting married, and we're using the Jaguar XJ. She wanted a Jag, and since then a few friends have approached me wanting me to do similar sort of runs for them and wedding. There's a couple of friends getting married, so we're going to do a few weddings with this car. We're not making any money off it, we're literally doing it as favours for people, but I wanted to get the car absolutely immaculate for it, so that's why I've had these wheels refurbished. You can hopefully see that. The paint finish on the car, as you can hopefully tell, is pretty immaculate. Now, I haven't mentioned the mileage, have I? Okay, well, you might be staggered to know this car has actually done 160,000 miles. So it's really been loved and enjoyed by its previous owners, but my goodness, it's in fantastic condition. It was good when I had it, but there were a few blemishes. I've had them done. The wheels had a few curb marks, as you'd expect on a 15-year-old car. And yes, it's 15 years old. So I've gone to town on it to get it back to as close as possible to as good as new. And well, I like what we've achieved, I think. Let's have a quick look inside just to show you. Now, one thing with this is a Portfolio model. So this has got a glass opening roof on it, which looks really cool. Also, it's a dark blue metallic, which I think looks good. These panels are black. They are on every XJ model. You always have black panels by there. I think they look a bit unwieldy on some of the lighter colours, if I'm being critical, but on a dark car like this, they do look really cool. And yeah, as you can see, the paint finish is absolutely flawless on it now that I've had it all ceramic coated. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit of an iconic design. These taillights are designed to represent a Jaguar's claw. That was the design brief, I believe, on them when they were brought out. This car, despite its size, and it's a proper S-Class and BMW 7 Series rival, only weighs just under 1,800 kilos, which is a lot lighter than other cars in the class, because a lot of elements of the car are aluminium, and it has also got an air ride suspension system on it. So let's just show you the inside as well, because I have had it valeted. Look at that. It's got the stripes and the mats. You will excuse, this car has got some of my stuff in it. There is a foam kit in there and stuff like that, so ignore that. It doesn't come with the car. But look at the beautiful wood finish. This wood just sweeps around you when you're in the car. Massive wood panels on the doors, a wood and leather steering wheel, and then you've got this glass roof above you, which has got electric blinds. And that headlining is suede on the Portfolio. These seats, full leather obviously, you'd expect that, with memory function, which yeah, you'd probably expect that on a car of this type. They are heated, fair enough, but also these seats are also cooled, so we've got the cool function on them as well, and the front seats have got a massage function as well. So it's pure luxury in this, real top-end motoring. It has also, this one, got the Bowers and Wilkins Hi-Fi, which is an upgrade item. You can see, like I say, 160,000 miles. There's barely any wear in this car whatsoever. So it just goes to show how well built they are, actually. Despite people saying Jaguar might not be up to the standard of some of the German marques, I hasten to add, in my own experience, I've had better experiences with Jaguars than a lot of the German cars. Right, so from the back, look, electric blinds that go over that, but I like it with the roof open personally. Really luxurious leather, isofix points on these seats as well for an added little bit of practicality in there. And you've got heating controls in the back as well. So when you're in the back here, you have got separate climate control buttons, and these rear seats are heated and cooled as well. The only thing you don't get in the back is the massage function, I believe. It has everything else that you get in the front. And again, you've got this beautiful wood paneling, and that really is absolutely gorgeous wood paneling on these doors. You've got the Jaguar emblem embossed in there as well. So I'm really enjoying owning this car. It's a bittersweet thing, because I also am well aware that Jaguar are never going to make a car like this again. They might make luxury cars, but they're never going to make a big diesel saloon like this, or even a petrol powered saloon. They've gone EV only, and going in a very different direction, and it does sadden me a little bit, because I love Jaguar. They're one of my favorite brands, and I'm certainly going to miss them. Now, you will excuse, there is stuff of mine in this boot, but I'll open it. It's electric, it's huge, absolutely vast, fully electric, nice big opening on it. One thing to bear in mind is the back seats on these XJs do not fold, so that is the space you've got, nothing more, nothing less. Fully electric closing though. As I say, it is huge, so you're not going to really need it, but it's not going to be a car that you can take to B&Q and fill up with long fence poles or something. But why on earth would you do that in a Jaguar XJ? I mean, if you do, then you're a heathen. So yeah, probably don't deserve it. I love the lines of this car. It was a complete break from tradition when Jaguar brought it out, and I'm going to do a little bit of a video with a S-Type in a moment, which is more of a traditional shaped Jag. This was radical. It followed on from the XF, that came out first, and this was a similar shape from the front, but with a very different back end. It was definitely the most radical XJ of all time, but it's also one of the best XJs of all time. Previous generations were flawed in many ways. This car, well, it's just a masterpiece. I absolutely adore driving this car. Absolutely adore it. It is big, and it does feel a little bit unwieldy for the first mile or so, but you soon get used to that. It shrinks around you, and because it is deceptively light, It actually is very, very nimble. In true Jaguar fashion, this car handles the road like you would not believe. Should we get inside? I almost don't want to dirty my mats. Look at my stripy mats. Let's just jump in. Can't sit here forever, can it? So it's keyless, this car is. I've got the keys in my pocket. You get in, you get greeted by these two Jaguar on the screen. Buttons, I've had them all refurbished. They were a bit sticky. You know when sometimes in luxury cars in particular, they get this nice coating on them when they're new and it degenerates with age and they end up sticky and horrible. I've had my valeter, Josh, has done a fantastic job of making all these buttons really nice to touch again. So I'm really pleased about that. Of course, you've got the cup holders by here. Josh has left me a little air freshener in that one, which is good of him. Electric handbrake, and it's got the traditional turny selector for the drive. Should we fire it up? Let's just fire it up, shall we? So, I'll do the startup sequence by here so you can see both screens. Lovely quiet engine on this. There's the my spare tyre is apparently slightly low. It's got a sensor even on the spare, this has. Crazy. But there you are. This is a virtual dashboard, so let's just turn that music down. Virtual dashboard, so none of those dials are real, it's a screen essentially. Let's give it a rev though. What that does mean is that I can actually pull up menus and stuff on here as well, that sort of thing. There is also the navigation will come up on that screen that I just used then as well when you're using it. You set a direction so it's all in front of you. Then you've got the big screen by here. This has got navigation as well. It's fairly modern. You've got to bear in mind this car's 15 years old, so when it came out it was very, very ahead of its time. It can play video as well, this, and I do think it has got the button here so as you can see video from the passenger side while the driver can see the sat nav. You can split the screen that way. It's very clever. It's also got a heated front windscreen, and of course this is all climate controlled air conditioning on the car. It's what I do like about the Jag is that is a touchscreen, but on this year you've also got physical controls for the essential things. For example, if I want to put the seats menu up, I press that button by there. I can cool them down or heat them using those buttons, and I can then also have a massage. I press start by there, and now I'm having a massage. There's no way of me showing you that on video other than it is rather nice. So I'll turn it off before I get too comfy in here because we're supposed to be doing a video. One thing I love on this car is the detail of how that dashboard just sweeps around. Can you see that? It's almost like a continuous waistband right the way through the car. You've got speakers everywhere because this Bowers & Wilkins system really is a masterpiece of hi-fi equipment. Memory buttons by here for our seats. The most luxurious wheel you've seen in your life. Look at the stitching on it. And then you've got that wood rim. We've got heated steering wheel as well. Obviously phone controls by there. And the other side then is the cruise control function for the car, which has also got a speed limiter on it. It's really, really good. Really nice to drive. Can you believe it's done 160,000 miles? Because I can. And it's silky smooth. Absolutely silky smooth. You also get flappy paddles on this wheel. Can you see them? They're at the back there. Just about see them. There's the minus. There's the plus. I've got to be honest, you don't really use them. It's a diesel luxury saloon. Why would you just let the car do the work? You have also got a dynamic drive, which you press that button there. It's like an enhanced sport mode and a separate sport mode on the gearbox. So you can make this thing really come on song if you want to. But again, it's just got so much torque, this big 3-litre diesel anyway, that there's just no need. Now, this 3-litre diesel in this car, I know from the Range Rover Sports and the Discovery 4s, I know has issues in those cars, and yet in the Jaguar, I've never ever had one go wrong on me. Touch wood. Is there some wood? Yeah, there's plenty of wood. touch wood, I've never ever had one of these engines have a failure, and I think it's all down to weight. This car weighs 1.8 tons. A Discovery 4 is about 2.6 tons. It's almost a ton more, that. So, you know, in the Range Rover and the Land Rover products, this engine's really got to work some. In the XJ, despite the fact it's a big behemoth of a car looking, it's actually not got to work anywhere near as hard. So because of that, all of a sudden, you've got a really reliable motor. So there you have it. I think I've really breathed some new life into this car. Comes with an XJ number plate as well. That's going to stay on the car. We're not going to bother doing anything with that, I don't think. So that will be staying on the car. And yeah, look at the wheels. Really happy with how they've come out. Our friends over at Grant Williams Racing, who own GT Tyres, have done the wheel refurbs for us. They handle all our wheel refurbs these days. They always seem to come up trumps with them. Little bit of hazing on this panel by here. That's probably the only real mark left on the car. I couldn't quite get that out when we had it detailed, and I wasn't going to go respraying bumpers on it. I want to try and keep the car as original as possible. Oh, I just remembered one thing I haven't shown you. Inside of moments, because we have got an opening panoramic roof. How about that? And all this is suede or Alcantara. Look at that, big suede. As are the blinds, which come over it and give you that real luxury cocoon feel. It's just something else. Sun visors, suede. It's a different level of luxury to an XF. An XF's a perfectly good car. I love a Jaguar XF, but this XJ, it's a level up. And the thing with the XJ is, because it's that little bit more exclusive, people will give you a much more admiring glances. It's not something they see every day, one of these. Really is quite a sight, quite a car. It's got that low, sleek, long look that is just classic Jag. The only other thing that I can really critique it for is a little bit of trim is missing on these handles. Couldn't get it anywhere, and I keep trying though. I've got strain on that bonnet. A little bit missing off that one as well. Won't matter for the weddings because they're going to have bows on them. And to be honest, it doesn't really stand out unless you're being pointed at. You know, unless you're pointing at it like that. But it is what it is, that I'm afraid. But I really love this car. I'm very sad that Jaguar isn't making cars like this anymore, because I am a massive Jaguar fan. I've owned many of them over the years, and I'm going to be selling this one at the, well, after I've done the weddings with it, really. Can't really afford to be hanging on to cars just for my own vanity. So I'm going to be selling this, and I'm wondering, will I have another ever? Will I get the opportunity to have another one like this? Because they're starting to become a bit rarer. Nice ones are. And you know, we don't get too many of them in, and obviously they're not making any more. I think people who've got these are going to start hanging on to them now, because Jag owners don't want to go electric. They are loyal to the brand, and the brand now is really distancing himself from those old customers and trying to appeal to a young, new audience. I don't know if it's going to pay off for them, quite frankly. They've even decided to ditch the Jaguar Growler, the badge, in favour of something a bit more, or a bit less aggressive. That's apparently too aggressive for modern buyers. But I like my Jags to be aggressive. These were cars that were villainous cars. These were cars that gangsters drove. These are the car that the baddie in the movie always has. And just to sort of finish off the baddie reputation, it's the car that the Prime Ministers have used for this country for many years. So yeah, some of the most famous villains in the world have sat in the back of an XJ. Anyway, let us know your thoughts. Comment below and let us know your own personal thoughts on Jaguar's new direction and the Jaguar XJ in particular. Have you owned an X351 like this? Have you maybe owned one of the older generations? Or maybe you're actually looking to buy one? Well, if you are, give me a call, because this car will be available for sale soon. My number's 07932 873 646. Ring me to register your interest in this car. The video is going to be going up before the car becomes available for sale, so I will be hanging on to it, but if you register an interest, I will give you first refusal before it goes up for public advertisement on our website. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions on the car, get in touch, but please do comment below, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, because we rely on your subscriptions to make this channel not profitable, because it'll never be profitable, I don't think, but at least make it so as it's something that I can carry on running. So please do subscribe and do hit the like button to let us know that you've enjoyed the video, and comment below if you've got anything to say on this car or anything else to do with Jaguars, their direction, Jaguars of old. We'd love to hear from you. And most of all, thanks for watching this video. Have a great day wherever you are, and we will be putting some more videos of this and my S-Type up very, very shortly. The S-Type has just had a full valet and a full ceramic coating as well. So maybe I should go into the wedding car hire business after all. But I'll put some videos up of that in a second as well, so keep an eye out for that. We'll be putting that up shortly. Bye for now.